Here we're going to be here with Boxing Bants, and I'm in Limerick, a lovely tucked away little gym, proper old school little gym. This actually a Muay Thai gym. What's the name of the gym? Sorry.
Muay Thai. So this is my Thai boxing gym where it all started there. Walked in here at 22. This here Muay Thai, for me now, probably the busiest and best gym in the city anywhere. Well, 100%, that's not debatable. We have it all going on. Big news coming now in relation to boxing this week, and solidified our place as one of the best Thai boxing gyms in the country already. So this is where it's at.
So I didn't actually get to introduce you there, but I'm with Jamie Morrisey. Jamie, would you call yourself super middle, light heavyweight? What would you call it?
Super middle, definitely super middle. Yeah. It's not too difficult for me to make. Made it over in Luxembourg without a sauna, but definitely super middle. That's the way I'm going to campaign on for sure.
So, seeing your first fight, you're in Luxembourg. You've turned over with Boxing Ireland Promotions. First of all, do you want to tell us? I know your background wouldn't necessarily be in boxing. You were in Thai boxing. How was it that you made the transition over?
How was it I made the transition? I suppose in truth I started sparring with the likes of the Donovans going back a couple of years, and that's boxing was always a priority at some point to turn over. Just kind of in truth, I love Thai boxing. I do prefer boxing as a sport, so it was always a priority of mine to do what I can to transition. So I started, myself and Stephen Sharp became in contact a little bit back and forth. And then I started working with Sean, I suppose, going back just over a year ago. So that's when things really started to form and snowball. Me and Sean working together quite a bit, sparring quite a lot. Then it became a proper aim, you know. I suppose I saw Stephen then signing a lot of people. We got back in contact and it went from there. Stephen inquired about me with my past promoters from Thai boxing and stuff like that, and everything. He got the green light, so that's where it went from. Do you want me to hold that? Or?
No, don't worry about that. So how have you found the transition in terms of stylistically holding pads, doing pads being held for you? Everything really in general. Obviously they are two different sports, but obviously you're still a fighter. But how have you found it?
They're complete different sports, man. In truth, right, I wasn't, in my opinion, I wasn't a good kickboxer. I'm tall and awkward and I had good will to win. So I won a lot of fights just being tall and awkward. I feel I'm a bit better at boxing naturally. A lot better at boxing naturally. I think my footwork suits it a lot better and stuff like that. So the transition, very difficult. Chalk and cheese in relation to the sports there, you know. But how I found the transition, just enjoyed it, man. You know, enjoyed every second of it. Working quite hard, working very hard every day, and I have a good coach. So myself and Sean get along very well. He's young, personable, bounce off each other, and that's been an essential point in this transition. Has been working with Sean. So to be honest, I've just enjoyed it. Has it been easy? Not one bit. It's a very difficult transition, complete different sport. But I've certainly enjoyed it. This was always the vision for me later on in the game anyway. So I'm delighted and happy to be embracing it now. That's the story.
So you debut over in Luxembourg. How was it?
It was good, man. It was a mad experience. No, I can't lie. Everything to do was a mad experience. I suppose travelling during COVID, everything. How was the debut? Debut was good. I suppose a win's a win. You know, a win's a win. I'm not going to be fighting world beaters my first fight. Well, depends how things go at the end of the year. But how was it? It was what it was. I went over there with the ambition of winning, getting a stoppage win, and I got that. So I'm happy, man. It is what it is. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Mission complete in that sense. So.
Are you a bit disappointed, obviously, with the pandemic? Are you a bit disappointed that, obviously, your first fight was behind closed doors and that, but do you think maybe it was beneficial for you to go abroad and fight somewhere like that?
I have fought abroad. I fought in Thailand and stuff before, but it was a weird experience in its own sense, Kieran, in the sense of like experience, yeah. Fuck, man, I won't be able to stop now. Oh, man. Fucking ears on you, man. But what was I going to say? What were we on about? Oh, the debut. Very strange experience, man. Jumping out of the ring and just usually have your mates and your family and stuff running up to you, all that kind of stuff. It was weird. It felt a bit flat, man. I can't lie. It did feel flat. Usually, man, you're hearing fellas getting panned out when you're outside the change room. The crowd lifting, fellas coming past you with bust heads. The atmosphere is usually a bit different. It felt a bit flat. I can't lie, but a new experience in its own sense. And I enjoyed every second of it, man. I really did. It was class.
So one thing about your sport that you came from, quite commendable, and I've seen it with other lads that have turned over, is it's very much just people just fight each other around the country, and I've seen that quite a lot. Like you look at Aaron O'Reilly, who came over from kickboxing, and immediately he's looking to just get in the mix, which is very much like you. I know you didn't necessarily call out Robert Burke, but you mentioned that you would love to fight him down the line.
Yeah.
Or anyone in around that way for a title.
Yeah, so that's the aim for me, man. Look at the current situation now. So we're not promised tomorrow. We're not even promised that this gym will be open tomorrow. You don't know what's going on. When's the next lockdown? Things are so uncertain at the minute. So for me, I do want the biggest fights possible fast. Like, you know, I'd like to go and prove myself in November. Hopefully step up to a 6 rounder. and if that Robert Burke fight presents itself at the end of the year, I'd love that personally. I really would. My promoters are saying they potentially try and sanction a bill for it. So if I stepped up to a 6th rounder, why not, man? I'm sure he'd be game ball. He's boxing his whole life. Why wouldn't he be? I suppose I didn't call him out. Well, maybe I did. Like he actually mentioned my name first. He said he was open to fight me. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. I said, yeah, I'll fight. So let's fight. So yeah, at the end of the year, if that fight presents itself, that's ideal. We're not promised tomorrow. I'm in this for the biggest, most special nights possible and the fastest, you know what I mean? I know I can compete with these guys. I have a lot of learning to do. I'm learning every day and I'm working hard, but I know for a fact I can compete with these guys. So I want to fight. You know, There was also another thing, like I spoke about fatness in Luxembourg. You just spoke about Thai boxing, that the best fight the best. Fellas take losses, they win, but when you win it feels amazing because you just beat another top guy in the country. Maybe that's another element of the flatness that sometimes, you know, you're not going to get too much commemoration for this win or whatever. So why not aim for a fight like that at the end of the year? It'd be a cracker. I'm nursing an injury at the moment. That's the fight I'm thinking of. It really has me in gear. I'm working hard towards it. So why not aim for that? As I said, he spoke my name first. There's no disrespect there whatsoever. I don't know the guy, but I think it'd be a great fight to aim for at the end of the year. Why not? And if a belt is sanctioned for it, I think that's my aim at the minute. That's the dream, is to get winning Irish title in boxing, and that would be pretty much unprecedented as far as I know to do it in both sports. So that's the dream I'm keeping close to me at the minute, and I would love that fight at the end of the year. Hopefully he takes it.
So also a big part of the puzzle for a lot of fighters in this country is also your sponsorship. That's funding so many things. Do you want to maybe mention them here?
100%, but just a quick thank you to all my sponsors. So AM Enterprise, Garrett's Butchers, Deep Root Gardening, who else do we have? Truck Car Limited, Truck Car Sales. Thank you very much, guys, for that first camp. You made everything possible for me. Very expensive and pricey trip to Luxembourg. Without you, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't even be gearing up for any fights at the end of the year. So thank you very, very much. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, Jamie, really appreciate your time. It's been great meeting you, and yeah, hopefully I get to see you very, very soon fighting.
I appreciate that, bro. Thanks a million for coming down today. Yeah, a nice one, bro. Nice to meet you, all right?